I? Yes. Maze balls. Okay, I think I'm set up. Okay, I think I'm set up. I'm set up. Okay. Okay, cool. Take one. Hey, everyone. I need to boost myself up sometimes before I start doing something, so I thought I'd just be weird like that. Anyway, hi. I haven't done a talking video in like the longest of time, so I thought it'd be really nice to just for us to hang out for a bit. I hope to keep this under 10 minutes, so that's my goal, and I've got the timer going, so hopefully I'll be a-okay. So I obviously have got a business. For those of you who already know, I've got a skincare line, a skincare brand I should say, that I started in the middle of a pandemic. Crazy, I know, but I'm walking in faith, which it's been a whirlwind, but it's been absolutely amazing, and I'm so grateful to God for it. Now, but something that I had been battling throughout this whole process so far, I know it's still very much an infant, so I've been, I launched in June, so it's been, July, August, September, no, September, June, July, August, September. Oh my gosh, it's only been 3 months. Oh my gosh, it's like, hasn't even lifted its head yet? Oh gosh, it's like a baby. Anyway, yeah. So throughout these 3 months, my confidence has literally gone like this. I don't know if any of you guys can relate. It's like, oh my god, it's so, oh my god, this is so much fun, oh my god, this is fun. That's basically how it's been over the past 3 months, which is just, it's insane, but it's just the reality of having a business. But anything that I've learned is, or something that I just basically want to talk to you guys about today, is hindsight, how to restart your self-confidence. Now, what to help you is when you find yourself in those moments, how to get yourself out of it. So in hindsight, how to restart your self-confidence. So for me, for those who know me on a personal level, I'm a bit of a wordsmith. So as much as I like to talk a lot, words for me are a big deal to me. So you know, people say, oh my god, sticks and stones don't break my bones, but words can never, no, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words can never hurt me. For me, it's like, alright, cool, that's you over there, fine. But for me personally, that will hurt my feelings. So let me tell you just a quick story of what happened, and I'll just basically, you know, like what I did. Okay, cool. So in 2017, for those who know the story, are probably going to be we're laughing about it now, but at the time it wasn't funny. So in 2017, I worked in Turkey, and I was working in a 5-star resort, and I had a gentleman, obviously I can't say his name, but who was not a very nice man. Now, he had lots of issues going on in the hotel, and I was looking after the case. And I was very new to the role, mind you. So like, I think I'd been in the company for about 3-4 months at the time, so I was very new to the role. And this man came, and he just had this like horrible energy. Like, it was just like, oh, you know, just like, oh, you just meet someone, you're just like, something isn't sitting right with me. But anyway, like, you know, a job is a job, you have to do it. Anyway, I tried to help him, and I can't remember the details of the case, but he just had issues, just silly issues. And in the end, towards the end of he was about to leave. Now, he was about to leave to go to the airport. So I needed him to sign something. I can't remember what it was for, but he just needed to sign something. So when I went to him, and I went to go get whatever it was signed, just to like seal off, like, you know, like you can take it back to the UK, whatever. He was horrible. Like, when I tell you, he was like saying all sorts of nonsense. Like, he was like, do you know what? You and this hotel are gonna rot in hell. And I was like, and it was like, you are useless, you're a waste of space, don't even know how you got this job, I don't even, and you know, someone just slating you, and you're ready, like, you're new at this job role, you're ready, like you're already like a baby, so you're still trying to find your feet in this job role and you're still learning things, and then you've got someone who, you know, they're in quotation marks, their opinion doesn't, it matters because of course like it's a customer in the end, but that person is basically reminding you of the things that, basically telling you really horrible things. Like that man was awful, and I'm sure if any of my team remember that case, I'm sure we look back at it and laugh, but like that guy was like, he drove me to tears in front of guests. It got to the point where it was like in this lobby area, so like what happened, so another guest who had nothing to do with what's going on had to get a team member who was around the corner to drag me out of the situation, because literally I was crying my eyes out and I just froze. This guy was just like, you are a piece of crap, and I was like something like and it was like, you are a waste of space, you're gonna burn in hell, this hotel, I'm gonna get my lawyer friends who are gonna rip you apart, you're gonna be fired in minutes, I'm gonna destroy you. And you just sat there like, stood there like. Anyway, that being said, my colleague dragged me out of the situation and I just burst out into tears in private with her, and then she was very, very comforting. So now, looking back, of course, at the time it wasn't nice, but I think there's some things that you just have to go through in order to basically toughen up, especially with that job role. It toughens you up. But I think one of the key things that I want to extend to you is basically how I got out of that and how I basically kickstarted. So my top tip is whenever I do feel like that and I feel like unworthy, or I feel like down, or I feel, especially like with everything that goes on like in my business world or just in life in general, if ever someone's let you down or you just feel just disheartened, if the first thing I would say is start being grateful. I know it's so counteractive to what you naturally want to do. You want to think about the worst things possible, but those are the moments when you start being grateful. So for example, I would actually, I'm a bit of a gratitude freak, if that's the best way to say it. So I actually go into detail about the things I'm grateful. So for example, I'm always grateful to God that I'm able to breathe without assistance. I have a body that can carry, like my friend Kaylee said, I have a body that can carry me from point A to point B without like assistance. I've got all my limbs, I can see, I've got a phone. You know, these are things that sometimes we can take for granted. So like, even though at the time you think, oh my gosh, like this is really bad, like I can't deal with this. But then when you take a step back and you really assess the situation, you're like, okay, it could have been worse, but I'm actually a-okay. That's what gratitude helps with. So that's my first pointer. Second pointer, this is another weird one. Again, I'm a wordsmith. So write down 3 things that you physically like about yourself. I know it's weird, but like it helps. It helps me. So for example, like I like my eyes. I like my smile. I really like my smile. I'm like, oh my god, your smile's amazing. And like I just like my hands, like even though I've got like a bent baby finger, like I really like my hands. My nails are real as well. So like things like that, you're like, again, that's another thing you're like, do you know what, everything else can be going crazy, but I look good, is basically what I'm saying. It's like, do you know what, like, and if you're struggling to find things that you find that you love about yourself, then that I can do another video. So if you want me to do a video on that, then let me know, because I definitely went through a journey when it comes to self-confidence with looks. And lastly but not least, surround yourself with people that will boost you up. Now this for me is very important, because with that whole scenario with that man who was horrible, my friend I'll just say her name, Sam, basically dragged me out, and then she gave me the best pep talk any girl could ask for. And I think that sometimes that's what we need as people, is for people to surround you and actually declare truth over your life. You know, like there've been so many instances, especially like with my business, where I've actually been like, oh, like I don't, like, have I done the wrong thing? Like I shouldn't have done this. Or I'm just like, like I can't believe this is happening. Or, you know, I've made a mistake, or I'm just like, the formulation is not working or something. And my sisters would be like, no, Abs, like this is just a part of the process, but you know that you are good at what you do, you know, and they remind you. And I think, and my sisters and my friends tell me these things, so I think it's so important for you to surround yourself with people that will give you confidence, in essence. So 3 things: gratitude, write down things that you having an attitude of gratitude, so just being grateful. If you want me to be super practical, just write down 5 things that you're grateful for. Secondly, physical attributes, so 3 things that you love about yourself physically, not mentally or like emotionally, but 3 things physically that you love about yourself. And then thirdly, surround yourself with people that will boost you up. Those are my things. And if you don't have people like that, I'm a woman of faith, so I'm gonna say pray about it. Like, I know it's, if you do pray, I would say just give it to God and say, hey God, I don't have people that are nice around me. And then from there, he will then guide you, and trust me, he will. Like, I can testify that it will happen. So yeah, that's basically it. I hope that made sense to someone, or that at least connected with someone in some way, shape or form, because especially in this time and day, like we find ourselves, it's easy to go into a rut where we just sort of like, we start crumbling and we just keep going down and down. But you have to make the decision to be like, no, I'm gonna restart my self-confidence, I'm just gonna keep going. So yeah, I hope that helps someone. And let me know if you guys want me to do more videos like this. Like, this is a huge part of like one of my brand values, is that self-confidence and just inner beauty, and just knowing who you are as a person inside is so much more important than what you look like outside. And of course you have to make sure that your skin looks good at all times, but yeah, I'm a firm believer that inner beauty outshines outer beauty. So yeah, let's become radiant together. I don't know why I did that. Becoming radiant is like our slogan, and I just had to chuck it in there just to make sure it's on brand. Anyway, sorry, I'm loving my own jokes. Okay, all right, bye.